Good afternoon. Thank you for listening to Listed by Mina Kuper. We're all about trust, probate, divorce, and more. Our show focuses on questions that people have revolving these matters, especially during these unprecedented times. I hope you're all staying safe, happy, and healthy. It's sunny out, so get out in the sun because vitamin D is super important. And I want to introduce Felicia Jurado, who is one of my sponsors and has become a dear friend of mine because she's just a wealth of information and she just knows her stuff. That's the best way I can put it.
And, thank you.
You know, we're going to be talking about buying and selling a home and ways you can protect yourself because nothing is guaranteed in life, even when the regular world is in motion and we're not in COVID or we're not in any pandemic. Things happen. And it being proactive instead of reactive is so important. Even as a little girl, I knew that I had to have insurance. Even my dog had insurance. And I didn't have money. And I made sure that we all were insured. That was the most important thing because I've seen people fall ill and they don't have insurance, and it's not a pretty picture. So, Felicia, can you touch on protecting yourself when you're buying and selling a home, regardless of the situation?
Yeah, I mean, thank you, Mina. Thank you for having me on. I want to say thank you for that wonderful introduction, and I really appreciate your friendship and getting to know you as well. I mean, you've just been really, really supportive and helpful with me as well. You know, a lot of what's been happening with the pandemic, there's so many questions around not just buying and selling homes and your biggest asset, but protecting it as well. You know, probate, you know, you deal with probate and
right.
One of, you know, we've talked about people's homes and the asset, it's their biggest asset, and how do we protect this? And life insurance, and there's some other insurance vehicles that work just so well with those types of situations because the IRS and probate really can't touch what insurance pays out. It's not income. It doesn't really attach itself to the estate, and the beneficiaries get paid out directly. So, you know, if you have a family and you are the breadwinner, and like I said, no matter if you're buying or selling or having your existing home, some people might want to call it like the home life insurance policy. What we've done is the breadwinner of the family, they would purchase a life insurance policy that would cover the mortgage. So if anything should happen, that policy would pay out, and then it would pay off the property. And you can use that in all different types of scenarios, not just, you know, in a family situation. You can, you know, if you are getting, say, divorced and you have kids and you're still financially responsible for those children, you know, people have taken life insurance policies out so that any kind of future payments for college or anything can still be managed no matter, you know, if the person is living or not. And sometimes that works out a lot better because when you're not married anymore and, you know, you've divided everything, having those types of policies in place actually really helps promote better relationships down the line between the divorced parties and just the future of the family. It's helped relieve a lot of that stress and that pressure of who's going to pay for what. And I mean, I'm not saying that it's going to pay for it, but say if something should happen and the person passes away, you could also set up other vehicles with life insurance that are universal policies that can benefit the children. They can have cash accumulation in them that actually does benefit the living. So there's a lot of different options with that in a lot of different scenarios. So I would really encourage you, if you're considering some of the new fears that everybody's having with these pandemics, and if there's any questions you might have, just give our office a call, and we would be more than happy to go over some scenarios with anybody.
Felicia, when's a good time for someone to seek out the life insurance? Is it even if you don't have a house? Is it a bit right after you purchase the house? When is it a good time? And is there a minimum investment, or how does that work? How do people kind of wrap their head around it? Just in basic.
Well, that's a great question. You just have to realize the younger and healthier you are, the more affordable life insurance is. And if you can lock yourself in at a younger age, even though that you're far away from, you have a lot more life to go, you've locked yourself into a situation where it's going to last you. Term policies are good for mortgages because there's just a term to them. Mortgage isn't going to last, your whole life. It's not supposed to. So when you're young and you have a 30-year mortgage, I would recommend getting a 30-year term policy so that that mortgage is always covered by that life insurance policy. But then I would also suggest to add an additional universal life policy with it. I've had so many people call me that had another agent when they were young and only bought them a term policy. So they were maybe in their 30s when they bought this, and now it expired in their 60s, and they're not really – now for them to look at getting like a universal life insurance policy or some type of a whole life policy is so much more unaffordable and very expensive.
Right.
So if you lock it in, if you couple those two together and say you get say $500,000 or $1 million term policy that'll cover your mortgage, and then you couple it with maybe a $200,000 term policy, like a whole life policy, where that whole life policy goes to your 99 years old. And when the term stops, your whole life policy now has enough accumulated cash that hopefully when you retire, that accumulated cash now is going to pay for the remainder of that policy until you're 99 years old. So you don't have any more life insurance costs, but you've been covered your whole life. You're going to be covered your whole life.
Right. Because, in my dealings with people throughout the years, I know that unfortunately people have fallen ill and unforeseen circumstances have happened and they were not able to pay the mortgage and they did not have insurance. And health insurance will not cover your mortgage. And GoFundMe is not an insurance policy. And it helps, and it's helped a lot of people. But I feel that there's no trade-off in the world for being insured, because if something should happen and it's out of your control, you at least can get your mortgage covered and you have a roof over your head. Having a roof over your head and having money for food is food and shelter. So important.
Well, and on top of that, and I'm going to add to that, Mina, it's a tax shelter. It's a policy payout. It's an insurance payout. So it's not even considered income.
Oh, how amazing.
It's insurance, so it's not taxable. So there's other really amazing tax shelters on some of these other products that I have seen people use them as incredible savings accounts, where instead of putting the money in, say, the stock market even, they put them into universal policies, and the accumulated cash, by the time they get to start using it, is money that is first in, not it's first in. That means that the first in money isn't taxed.
Right.
So you get to use the first in. All of the other accounted stuff is, like your other types of investments. You need to use the stuff that's been income first. So it's the last in that you use, and then you pay taxes on it. So there's so many benefits that I really think that I really want to educate people a little bit more on how these things work. And, there's just so much out there. It's not just it's not like a one and done thing.
Yeah, exactly. And when people want to reach out to you, Felicia, what's the easiest way to contact you? And is it beneficial for them to go to your website?
Yeah. Our website, and our phone number is 661-288-2001, and my website is farmersagent.com/Jurado. So, I think our phone number is a little bit easier, but check our website as well.
For everybody, it's always, the phone numbers, because it's so difficult, especially for those of you that are driving and listening on the radio and not on Facebook or, streaming. It's hard to write down quickly because you're probably in the middle of something else and the kids are off from school. So I feel that it's super important. You can go to the Facebook page at any time on KHTS Radio, hometown station, and join. And Felicia's going to put her information on there. I think it's on there already, but you can access it any time. So if you're relaxing with a cup of tea at night and you want to hear more about what we have to say, it's so important. And that's what my show is about. It's about people that, and it doesn't matter education level, and it doesn't matter, who you are, or what you do. It's about what are your choices and what are your possibilities. So when you're faced with something, and even thankfully you're fine, everything is good, but it's always good to have information should something come up, or a friend calls you and they say that they have bought a house, or and they didn't use me, but that's okay. No, I'm only kidding. But if they are going to buy a house, they should use me. But my point is that you have professionals that I have vetted and have known for quite a while and are very good at what they do. And they're not about money. They're about helping people. And that's the people that you want to hire for your needs, business and professional, because you don't want to go and try to find someone and you can't reach them. And that's what I love. When my clients, when I refer Felicia or refer any of my professionals that I deal with, because I have a wide net of professionals in different areas, they thank me because my referrals and the people I deal with are accessible. You don't have to be on hold, and then they go find someone for you, and then they hang up on you, and then you got to call back, and it's a battle. I know that I don't like it. I'm a New Yorker, so I like instant gratification. You can take that any way you want, but that's what I like. I like to know what I'm calling. So, when I call Felicia, it doesn't matter if I text her or I call her or I get in hold of her. No matter what is going on, I will get some kind of response. If she's driving, it'll tell me I'm driving. She has the autoresponder, which I hope you all do. That'll let me know she's driving. She'll call me as soon as she stops driving, and she does. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. And my clients tell me, oh, my God, your people are just so amazing. I feel like I've known them forever. I don't have to look for them. And I know you're so busy, and you're busy with large projects, but you always make time even for, there's no minimum. There's no maximum. You treat everybody the same.
Well, thank you, Mina. We try really hard to do that for every single one of our clients, no matter how big or small the accounts are. Everybody's equal in our office, and, we just really appreciate us being able to help people. Insurance is a very hard language, and a lot of people don't understand it. And, I started out in, with the studios, and it was such a bigger fish, you know what I mean? So we do in our office, and my assistant has 40 years of experience with farmers. So, we have a lot of experience under our belt, and, we really love helping our clients, and that's where we get our satisfaction, definitely.
It's just so amazing. And every time I talk to you, I learn something new. And I've been in the real estate business for, I've had my license. I'm an investor, and I've been in real estate for so many years, and when I talk to you, you take the time out to explain it. You don't assume I know, and that's important because some people may be shy to ask, and that's what I love also because you're not stingy with your time. And I can't wait to have you back next month. I can't believe it's the new year already. I want to wish you and your family a very, very happy and a healthy new year. And I really have grown so fond of you and getting to know you more and how you treat people. And it's just wonderful to know that I can refer to you anytime. And even if someone's insured somewhere else and they're in a pickle and they can't reach anyone, you're there. Even if they're not your client.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, absolutely. And I really appreciate you having that confidence in us. That really matters a lot to us.
Oh, of course. And, I look forward to, speaking to you soon. And I can't believe we're going to roll into New Year 2021. And
I know.
It's going to be awesome because, we are going and getting rid of the bad stuff here. And we're going to bring in healthy energy and good vibes to the universe and giving everyone the energy and the hope to continue to move forward and not freeze. That is the worst thing to do. This too shall pass. Isn't that what they say?
I hope so.
Of course it will. It is. Everything will pass. There will be an antidote for everything because that's just the way the universe works. There's a roller coaster ride, and, you got to stay strong, be in touch with your peers, your friends, your family. Stay dialed in because your mind will play tricks on you if it don't.
Right.
Don't get, when you have nothing to do, it's the workshop of thoughts that may not be so pleasant. So please stay dialed in. You want to call us, talk to us. If you want to ask me questions about real estate, if you want to talk about your real estate portfolio and chit-chat about it, no pressure. I will tell you what my thoughts are. We have Prop 19. We have all these new laws in place, and I know so much about it. I really do, and I invite you to pick my brain and call me. So, Felicia, again, thank you so much, and I wish you a great rest of the day.
Thank you, Mina, and I appreciate all your professionalism. And I'll just say my phone number one more time if anybody has any questions. 661-288-2001. 288.
Awesome.
2001. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, and we'll
really
be
appreciate
back.
You very much.
You're welcome, and we'll be back. Come back after our commercial. I have the money coach coming, and he's just awesome. Neil is awesome. I'll see you in a few.
LaRocca Inspections provides 4 of the most needed inspections when buying or selling real estate, and homeowners love their property reviews. Since 1994, they serve the greater Los Angeles area and its 100-plus communities. Schedule residential or commercial inspections for your comprehensive reports. Their inspections can save you money on repairs. Go to LaRoccaInspections.com and download the free guide to inspections. Call now for your free quote, 818-951-1795.
At Substrata, they're dedicated to be your go-to general contractor. They are a premier builder of high-end custom homes from the ground up, major remodels and expansions, multi-unit construction, and commercial tenant improvements for both retail and office build-out. Their focus on details and personal attention have been constant from conception of the project to completion. They build stories not with pen and keyboard, but with steel and manpower. Visit Substrata.com or call 424-702-5700.
Mina Kuper is a realtor, focusing on trust, probate, divorce real estate matters, and more. She's published books on inherited and divorced properties, and she's got 20 years experience serving areas from Santa Barbara County down to San Diego County, making your real estate transactions real. Tune in to Listed by Mina every Tuesday at 2 p.m. for great perks, special guests, and surprises.
I'm Tamara Gurney, President and CEO of Mission Valley Bank. I'm here today to let you know that Mission Valley Bank has relocated our Center Point branch office. The new facility is 26701 McBean Parkway, directly across the street from the town center. We're very excited about this new, modern, and updated branch facility that we think is better situated to serve our growing number of small business clients. On behalf of myself and the entire Mission Valley Bank team, we're wishing you a very happy holiday season.
When it comes to buying or selling your home, there's no room for error with your money. That's why Precision Escrow is the company you need to know. When selling your home, you want to make sure you're working with a company that has your best interest and keeps your money safe. That's why they use encrypted emails and secure trust accounting. Precision Escrow will follow the contract in detail from the beginning to the end and protect the parties involved. Working with Precision is like working with a huge family. Everyone is always smiling and cohesively working together for you. Check out their 5-star Yelp and Google reviews and see how they separate themselves from the competition. Whether you use an agent or sell your home yourself, they'll give you 30% off your transaction, which saves you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Use code RADIO30 to take advantage of the savings. Call Lauren Fredette, your representative, for more details. She's available 7 days a week during and after office hours. Call toll-free 877-393-4101. Let them help you through one of the most important decisions of your life.
Felicia Jurado Insurance Agency specializes in your small business, homeowners, auto, umbrella, and life insurance needs. Their personalized staff is passionate to help you save money while keeping all your valuable assets covered. During these times, many people are concerned about insurance and getting the best value for their dollar. Felicia Jurado's Insurance Agency understands this and approaches each situation uniquely. Felicia Jurado's Insurance Agency has friendly hometown customer service reps that are ready to help you today. 661-288-2001.
Your hometown station.
KHTS is the only station I listen to.
98.1 FM and AM 1220.
Good afternoon. Welcome back. You're listening to Listed by Mina Kuper. We're all about real estate, trust, probate, divorce, and more. And my show is all about questions that you may have about real estate, trust, probate, divorce, and more. We have professionals on that I've known for a long time, and these people are the real deal. And we have Neil Palacci on the phone. And Neil is just amazing. He's a former advisor, financial advisor, turned wealth creator, money coach for women. And I've known Neil for about, I think, 9 or 10 years now, Neil. And he is just spoken about in such amazement by people that use him because he's just so real and so down to earth and not pushy. And he knows what he's doing. He's had experience on both ends, and he just has all the wealth of information when it comes to women, money, finance, and especially if you're getting divorced. And it could be trust and probate involved in it as well. So Neil Palacci, welcome to my show. I'm so happy that we were able to coordinate and get you on there because I know how busy you are. So I want to ask you, I never asked you after all these years, why after 25 years as a financial advisor did you decide to become a money coach for divorced and widowed women?
Oh, the big question. Thanks, Mina. Well, first of all, thank you for having me on your show. I really appreciate it. I always look forward to chatting with you, and I'm looking forward to answering any questions that I can for your audience. So thank you. And so the answer to that question is that I wanted to go in a different direction. I had been financial advising, handling and selling insurance and investments for those 25 years, and I wanted to get more into the consulting. I enjoy talking with people, consulting with people more than I do selling the products. And so, in order to do that, I kind of needed to move away from that and decided, okay, I'm just going to give up my securities licenses and go the consulting route. And at that point, decided that I wanted to work with women and specifically divorced and widowed women. So it was just time. I had done that for a long time and wanted a slight change, but I didn't want to entirely change what I do. Do you know what I'm saying?
Of course. You wanted to modify it, which is understandable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So when someone hires you, what is the first thing you do besides your wonderful English accent, which is charming? My New York comes out. It's not as charming as your English accent, but that's okay.
Well, that's it. So the first thing is we all take voice lessons. And no, not really.
I want to have an English accent. Maybe that's what I'll do during COVID. It'll give me something. You know, people learn Spanish. I'll learn how to have an English accent.
Well, you can teach me New York accent, and I'll teach you an English accent.
You know what I mean? You got it. Okay.
So here's the answer to that. So, you know, look, you can imagine, or you've had friends or whatever that have gone through a divorce or are going through a divorce.
Uh-huh.
And one of the things that becomes clear at that point is kind of what they know, what they don't know. It becomes clear to them. They know, hopefully, that they're now in a situation where they have to take care of everything. So if they had a partnership where, you know, the husband, in this case, I'm working with the women particularly, and so the husband did certain things and the wife did certain things. So the first thing I do is I sit with my client and assess their situation. Like, what did you do? What was your involvement with the finance? Because sometimes, you know, they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars. They're the primary breadwinner. That, you know, they don't need my help with the basics. Sometimes, on the other hand, they weren't involved at all, right? Yeah. So my first job is to kind of figure out where they are and what it is that they need to learn and know in order for them to be successful financially. And so that first part is assessment. And then we can kind of design a curriculum, if you will, for them so that they can go through a process over 3 months or 6 months and get ready for the rest of their life, if you will. So that's what we do.
Interesting. So what's the difference when they think about financial advisor and money coach? What is the difference between the two?
Well, the main difference is that I now do not handle any product. So I'm not involved in managing money. So when somebody comes to me and they say, oh, yeah, you know, I got, you know, 10,000, 100,000, a million, whatever it is. I got all this money because half of the estate was mine, and so I now have this to manage. What do I do with it? Well, my job will be to teach them about investing, but it will not be to invest the money. So I will bring in a financial advisor at that point, or if they have somebody that they're already working with, I will work with that person. So the difference is that I'm going to be the teacher, the consultant, the big picture guy, and the financial advisor is going to do financial planning and investing the money specifically, or handling some insurance issues, let's say, with an insurance agent and so forth. So that's the difference between me and a financial advisor.
Or they may want to purchase some real estate, right? You know?
Well, exactly. Right. I mean, I always tell everybody jokingly. No, I mean, it's true.
I know.
I always tell everybody jokingly, like, I don't really do anything. It's like, what do you mean you don't do anything? Well,
you're a director. You're the orchestra leader.
Yeah, in a sense. I mean, it's a team effort, right? But I would bring in an expert like yourself to handle the real estate.
Now, is your coaching one-on-one? Is your coaching, or is it group coaching, or do you have both available?
Well, I have in the past. Right now, it's all one-on-one private coaching. I have in the past had groups. I didn't have any groups in 2020. I've been asked to develop some groups in 2021. That may happen. But primarily I'm doing private coaching with a select clientele, one-on-one.
Now, is there a minimum that of people that you'd like to work with that it would benefit from your service of coaching And I know, I mean, everyone needs a coach. If people play football or baseball, if they don't have a coach, they'll bump into each other eventually because they're just in that space and they're just acting and reacting. So if you have a coach, they show you which way to go and what's the best strategy. And that's in anything. You can really, I think people want to visualize what is a coach. A coach is a coach.
Right.
They strategize with you what the best moves are.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Well, yeah. I mean, you're very familiar with the whole system, obviously, and so the answer to who do I work with is that initially I will help anyone. So everybody who is divorcee, who's a widow, whatever, I'll always give them an hour for free, an hour consultation for free, and we'll do some work in that hour. Like we'll figure a few things out. Ultimately, if they want to hire me, then they need to be able to afford to do that, and not everybody can, which is one of the reasons why I've been asked for some group sessions, because, this is a tough time, right? This year has been tough on everybody.
Of course. Challenge.
And so, yeah, I mean, group stuff is generally more affordable. So that's why I'm thinking about putting the group stuff together, because not everybody can afford my fee. I'm not the most expensive guy in the world, I'll say that. But, if you're in a situation where you're getting divorced and there aren't a lot of assets or not a lot of income, you're not going to be able to afford to pay someone a fee to be your coach. So not everybody can. But I don't have minimums like, you have to earn a certain amount of money or you have to have a certain amount of money to invest. I don't, because I that's not how I base what I do. I just do it on the basis of what they can afford and if they can afford me. But everybody gets an hour for free either way. I'm always there to help people.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And, I really, as I think about it, I envision you having a group soon. I'm dialed into the universe. I just feel that so many people will benefit from you having a small group of ladies that need your direction. And I guess that can take off on a one-on-one if they need it. But I think that so many people will be relieved to have an arena, a platform where they can go to. And I would assume that everyone would be in somewhat of a similar situation, give or take a little difference, so that the group is a comfort place for them and kind of help sort things out a little bit and give them a playing field, if you will, of where to go play ball. And that would get them at least in the right direction, knowing that, the anxiety of thinking about it. Because I know, from doing what I do with real estate and trust probate, and it's all emotional, people kind of don't want to deal with it, right? They don't want to listen. They don't want to listen to the music. I guess that's the best way to say it. But you make listening to music more comfortable. It's more like soft jazz rather than heavy metal, if that's a good way to put it in a scenario. And I would love for people to have what's a good way, and I know you can post or have your assistant post on the Facebook if people are driving or they're busy doing other things right now, because they can refer to our Facebook page at KHTS Hometown Station and refer back to the information on how to get in touch with you. But it would be great if you can let them know your website or a way to get in touch with you and ask you questions, because I know you're so generous with your time as well.
Well, yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm very available. I don't always answer the phone and respond to emails in 5 minutes, but I always make myself available. So, if people want to get a hold of me, they can go to the website. They can go to thewealthcreatorcompany.com. Spell it all out, thewealthcreatorcompany.com. And they can also email me at neil@thewealthcreatorcompany.com. And they're certainly welcome to call me and or text me directly at 818-606-7327.
And Neil, I know that you do refer to other professionals, as I do as well, and we both know people in different locations. And how long have you had your groups where you connect with other family professionals that deal in divorce, professional groups? I think that I met you 10 years ago when you had your first group, and everyone just really loved working with you so much that you have expanded your network to Hawaii. And what are some other places where people that have family in other states can dial in and find a professional that's close to them?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, and I know you've been involved. I appreciate your involvement. And we've got a network called the Divorce Transition Professionals, and you can go to the divorcetransitionprofessionals.com. And we started in Southern California, so we have a lot of chapters and a lot of professionals, lawyers, accountants, realtors, mortgage brokers, private investigators, the whole nine yards here in Southern Cal. But we do have, as you said, we've expanded, and we've got part of our network now in Hawaii on one end of the country, Massachusetts on the other end of the country. We've also got chapters opening in Northern and Southern California, San Diego, Sacramento, San Francisco. We've got chapters opening up in Illinois, in North Carolina, Tennessee, Oregon, in Virginia and Alabama. And in many other parts of the country, we've had interest. So I'd say that there's going to be some pretty massive expansion in 2021, and families will be able to use us and have been using us as a resource to get to top quality professionals that specialize in working in the divorce arena and can help people get through this, what can be quite an ugly process.
Yes, and the thing is that not one shoe fits all. So, if you have a need for a family attorney, Neil may or myself may give you two people or a few people to call based on your needs, because people specialize in different things, and personalities are important. Cost is mediation. You may want to avoid litigation right now if you can, because court systems are just inundated with cases from trust, probate, divorce, and mediation is a great way to go if you can achieve that. And there are times where you can hire a private judge that acts on your behalf as they were in a court system. So that is a little pricier, but if you do have the means to do that, it is available. And if you can reach out to myself or Neil, we can help you with finding that perfect person to help you move on and move forward, because people may be in acute situations that may have to be intervened immediately, and you can reach out to us because there's help. There's help out there. You don't have to stay in a bad situation. Right, Neil?
Exactly. Yeah, we'll be happy to help. And look, you've got to have people on your side that know what they're doing, people like you and me, not to toot our own horns, but why not? We're good at what we do.
And we're nice people, too. And so that helps.
Well, you are anyway. I'm not so nice.
Well, you must have changed, Neil, because that's all I remember is you bring a great person, but stern and firm, and you know which direction you're going. So, kindness is not weakness. Kindness is a sign of confidence.
I agree. And, of course, I'm just kidding around. I mean, you've got to when you're working with people who are... when you're going through
I think we should plan a bougie vacation with them. I want to get to know them better.
Exactly. Right.
Let's all have a bougie vacation on them or something. No, I'm kidding.
Right. I think that the divorce transition professional should have an annual conference in Hawaii.
Yes. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Because I think after this blows over, however it will, everybody will be ready. We'll be able to charter a plane.
I'm ready now. Let's go.
I know. Everybody break loose. But you know what's been great, and I tell everybody that, you hunker down. That's all good, fine, and good. But go take a walk. It is it is so therapeutic for me, with or without my dogs, with my kids, without my kids, by myself, with, a family member. It is just, it makes my day. I sleep better. I don't have stuff going on in my head, all that noise from the day. It just makes life easier to plow through all of this. And we're all strong enough to do that. We can do this. And there are people here for you. So, again, what is the phone number? And, of course, please comment in the Facebook so they can reach you.
Yes, 818-606-7327. And that is a cell phone. That's my direct line. You can text or call me on that line.
Thank you so much for being generous enough to give us that. And I want to wish you a great rest of the day. And if I don't talk to you, a happy and a healthy new year to you and your family. And just everything good vibes your way.
I appreciate it. Thank you. And thank you for having me on the call, on the show. You've got a great show. I love it. And thank you to all of your listeners. I appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. And we'll speak soon. And we're going to take a break now. We'll be back with some special perks with Listed by Mina Kuper.
Felicia Jurado Insurance Agency specializes in your small business, homeowners, auto, umbrella, and life insurance needs. Their personalized staff is passionate to help you save money while keeping all your valuable assets covered. During these times, many people are concerned about insurance and getting the best value for their dollar. Felicia Jurado's Insurance Agency understands this and approaches each situation uniquely. Felicia Jurado's Insurance Agency has friendly hometown customer service reps that are ready to help you today. 661-288-2001.
This holiday music is brought to you by Providence Holy Cross Medical Center, your community health partner. To learn more about our award-winning care, call 1-888-HEALING or visit us on the web at providence.org.
At Substrata, they're dedicated to be your go-to general contractor. They are a premier builder of high-end custom homes from the ground up, major remodels and expansions, multi-unit construction, and commercial tenant improvements for both retail and office build-out. Their focus on details and personal attention have been constant, from conception of the project to completion. They build stories not with pen and keyboard, but with steel and manpower. Visit substrata.com or call 424-702-5700.
Felicia Jurado Insurance Agency specializes in your small business, homeowners, auto, umbrella, and life insurance needs. Their personalized staff is passionate to help you save money while keeping all your valuable assets covered. During these times, many people are concerned about insurance and getting the best value for their dollar. Felicia Jurado's Insurance Agency understands this and approaches each situation uniquely. Felicia Jurado's Insurance Agency has friendly hometown customer service reps that are ready to help you today. 661-288-2001.
La Rocca Inspections provides 4 of the most needed inspections when buying or selling real estate, and homeowners love their property reviews. Since 1994, they serve the greater Los Angeles area and its 100-plus communities. Schedule residential or commercial inspections for your comprehensive reports. Their inspections can save you money on repairs. Go to laroccainspections.com and download the free guide to inspections. Call now for your free quote, 818-951-1795.
I love it.
Right on!
Your hometown station.
Good afternoon. Welcome back. You're listening to Listed by Mina Kuper. We're about trust, probate, and divorce. So it's just me now. so I hope you stay on. No, just kidding. I am a certified trust and probate realtor, and I also focus on families that are getting divorced. And as you've heard, I have some great professionals in my back pocket that I refer to because they know what they know, and they've been doing this a long time. And I want to let everyone know when they hire me as the realtor, I'm giving back to restaurants and helping with gift certificates, several thousands of dollars of gift certificates to restaurants of your choice to give out to families in need, and also for veterinarian care for pets. When you refer me as your agent at closing, because it's, very painful to see people struggling. And I'm very empathetic about all of this. And I'm a bit empathic, which means that I'm connected to the universe. And that's why I do what I do. I do it to not buy the extra car or do anything like that, but to help people. And if you know me, and the ones that are listening that do know me, I think you know how I roll, and I am all over helping people, children and animals, because they don't have a voice. And we do, and I do. And I may not be able to solve world problems, but I can help who I can help. And I've engaged in so many different topics and educated myself along with training and certifications to be able to help my clients the best that I can. Even if they have properties in other states, I have trust and estate attorneys that are in other states that I could refer to, because sometimes real estate portfolios have real estate assets and other assets that are in other states. And so you need professionals that are licensed in those states from time to time, and I have those referrals so that we can all be in the same band, if you will, because you don't want to piecemeal these things because they're so complicated and detail-oriented that you want to make sure the same band is playing and everybody's not playing different songs. And I've seen that happen, and that's why I've connected with other professionals in other states so that we can all work together on solving a matter that may involve assets and real estate assets in different states. So, just reach out to me if you have any questions. I do have a book that I wrote, and it's tips and tricks on how to sell your inherited properties. And if you go to my website, listed by Mina Kuper, you can get a free copy there, because I want people to have a little bit to read about all these matters, and whether it's for yourself or for your friends. That would just make me really happy to know that it's being used well, and that's why it's free. So if you go to my website, you can ask me questions, you can look for properties, you can look at values, you can talk with me. I welcome anyone for a cup of coffee, and we can chat about your portfolios or anything that has to do with, real estate, trust, probate, divorce, even if it's not real estate related. Please feel free to reach out to me. And I was so excited, with COVID, during COVID, I ended up doing the show. I wrote the book. And so, it's a time to invent yourself, reinvent yourself, do things that you never thought you'd have time for, use it in a positive way. And also for your children, they can invent things that maybe they didn't have time to do because they are creative and they have their gifts. And this time is the time for people to show that to themselves, build their confidence, put it out there, and really try to, do all these amazing things. So, again, listed by Mina Kuper. My direct calling number is 310-345-8500. I look forward to talking to you again, and tune in every Tuesday at 2 p.m., and I look forward to seeing you.
Escrow